Ready? Okay. All right. Well, thanks for everyone coming and showing some interest. This is our last meeting of the year. I'd like to make a couple of observations first before we begin. I got up this morning and the sky was just an absolute gorgeous orange and blue. So that might be a good sign. All- And also, many of you, if not all of you, already know that Hector Murcia Bustos was appointed to take the new bench that became available in county court. So I just want to offer him congratulations and recognition of that. So he's usually here. He's not here today. I was hoping he would be, but that's fine. So I guess we'll start by, I'll move to, or for approval of the minutes from April, earlier this year, and July. So if I can just have someone support me on that.
Second that motion.
All right. Thank you very much. The order of today's meeting shouldn't last too long. It's kind of like all the others. Just need to get an update on the status of the detention facility. Maybe we can get an update on the mental health programs there at the jail, and then also Miss Atkinson is the program unit supervisor at the jail. She wasn't able to attend today. She's on vacation, which I imagine was much deserved. So she emailed me the update, and I'll just read that when that time comes. And then we'll end with an announcement of proposed future dates for the meetings in 2026. And then I'll need to at least have a discussion about a couple of positions that need to be filled. We've managed to go maybe a couple of years now without getting that addressed, and it was brought to my attention last week, so I think probably just need to have a quick discussion about that. Okay. At this time, I'd like to ask Lieutenant Henry to give us a little update on the status of the county jail.
Good morning. Currently, our count is at 366, which is at 76% of our max population. 87% of inmate population are felony. 13% of inmate population are misdemeanor. 82 sentenced to the Clay County Jail, and 23 are sentenced to Department of Corrections.
All right, I appreciate that. Does anyone have any questions or comments about that particular status report? Okay, anybody on the board have any questions? All right, I appreciate it. Is anyone from the detention facility that has any report they might be able to offer as far as mental health concerns? Any programs in the jail? If you just, I think you'll have to stand up there at the microphone and. Good morning.
I don't do the mental health, but I'm sure you might be interested in our substance abuse unlock recovery treatment program that we're running in the jail.
Sure, absolutely.
That has begun. We have approximately 6 females and about 6 or 7 males. They participate in group Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Wednesday will soon be added when Patty gets certified to add another program. Tuesday and Thursday, we're doing dual diagnosis substance abuse treatment with females in the morning at 9:30 and males at 1:30 for 2 hours. And then Patty provides Decision Points, which is sort of a life skills-based program, sort of re-entry things, and then we're going to add another re-entry piece to it. And then Patty has some GED people coming in, I think, for Friday. So they're going to get 4 days of programming, at least 2 hours a day in this program. Anybody can join the program. I know we've had talks with the ASA and with public defenders about people being sentenced to it. You know, there's some months you have to be sentenced to. The judges, I think, are really on board with this also, and I know we've gotten excellent feedback from the public defender and from the ASA. So we're excited about that. We can probably get up to 10 to 12 people per group. They'll be in that group for about 12 to 14 weeks, depending on whether or not they feel like getting up or not. We had nobody show up yesterday. The females, no one wanted to get up yesterday. Must have been chilly in the jail, but or Patty's not here, one or the other. But we've had good. The groups are going well. The inmates that are attending are engaged and participating. We have 2 sentenced people, maybe 3 sentenced people, and really the good news is yesterday we had our first telehealth appointment and we initiated Vivitrol with the first inmate. So she should be able to get at least 3 injections prior to her being discharged, or we don't discharge them, we release them from the jail. So we were very, very pleased how well it was going. Our doctor saw her yesterday, and he was very pleased with how well it went and how well the jail staff interacted and how well medical was informed and ready to do it. She should be getting her Vivitrol injection this morning.
Great.
We dropped off the medication yesterday afternoon after the doctor wrote the prescription for it. So I think it's, for something that's taken years of planning, I think it's gone really, really well. So substance abuse wise, they can also, we can do individual sessions with them also if, you know, if they're allowed to be moved. You know, obviously we have to follow the instructions. The jail built us a group room that I recommend everybody go look at. It is amazing. I'm just so pleased with it. They painted it. We have things on the wall, recovery things on the wall. We have a TV, we have a whiteboard. I mean, we really have everything that we could use. We're gonna have a locked file cabinet so we can keep like things in there, and there's a desk, and then some tables and chairs. But it really looks nice, and the jail did a wonderful job. Again, I suggest if go over and look at it. Chief Henry's probably seen it. But it's really, really nice. It has a door. We've been approved. We are, this treatment program is approved by DCF. We're licensed to do this in the jail. DCF came by and looked at it. They approved it. So it's like a for real treatment program happening in the jail. And we are super excited about it. And I think the jail is pretty excited about it. But I recommend you guys go look at it. It sure looks nice. So it's going well. So that's the mental health and substance abuse update that we've got. So.
Okay, I really appreciate that. I did have an opportunity to go visit that area, yeah. Just a couple of weeks ago, a long time coming. Some of you may not know. Currently, I'm the director at the PD's office, but I've been at the PD's office since 2005, and that was the first visit or tour of the jail for me. So you know, I'm not sure why it took so long, but there's a reason somewhere apparently. And that was part of the tour, and I was impressed with the appearance of the room. So I think it matters. You know, the atmosphere matters.
It was important, and we're not done with, I think there's some more money coming that we can add some additional things to the room. But it was important to us that I'm sorry. There's some more money that Patty's going to buy some more stuff, because it was really important to us that it looked like a treatment program, that it looked like you were in treatment and not just in another piece of the jail. And that's why I was really excited about what the jail did, the painting and the building and you know, installing the TVs and the whiteboards and hanging things for us that can't be used as weapons. But they, that's what's really important to us, is that when you go into that room, you're in treatment. And then when you go back out of the room, you're back in jail. So.
Can I say?
Sure, absolutely.
So that's absolutely wonderful. We've been waiting a long time for the in-jail treatment, and Clay Behavioral, you know, you're a great partner with our problem-solving courts, and it's going to make a big difference for the community to have these folks get treatment so that we can address their underlying issue that may have caused them to come into the jail system. So I definitely want to tour. So thank you.
All right. Okay.
So monthly, we have our, we call it a DART meeting, where we talk numbers in the jail, and we do cover mental health. And so our mental health counselor talked about the initial mental health evaluations. We had 18 this past time, and the follow-up counseling was 21. The provisional was 31, and we do have some refusals, but we really had about 30 refusals, and you know, they have a right to do that. And so I think overall, when we're talking, and she talked about some medication about 113 inmates. When she talks to us about that, we are hearing good things on our end about the numbers, and we have come from really nothing to where we are now. So I think we're providing those services with our counselors' help, and everything seems to be going well, and we want more, obviously, because we know there's some mental health issues with our inmates. But right now, I think we're on track.
Okay, is that from Ms. Pittenger?
Actually, it's from our counselor. So Pittenger does the medical, then we have actual
Oh, that's right.
mental health counselor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good, very
Okay.
good. Okay. Anybody have any follow-up questions or comments or concerns? Okay. So normally at this point, Judge, were you, looked like you were about to.
I was about to.
Okay, well, you can jump in whenever you want. So at this point, normally we would have Ms. Atkinson go over the programs there at the jail, and like I mentioned earlier, she's not here, as is common when trying to, organize a meeting with a bunch of professionals with a certain time and place. It's inevitably some just aren't able to attend, and like I said earlier, she certainly deserved the vacation. So I may not be able to do this as dynamically as she would if she were here, so I'll just read what her update is for the programs. So the Unlock Uncovery, we just heard a little bit about it. I might be repeating some things here, but it started on September the 29th of this year, so about the 1-month anniversary, just a couple of days ago. There were 6 females in the program. 1 has been released. Of the 6, 3 of them qualified for the Vivitrol. All 3 have had their blood work completed, and she's hoping that shots will be given by the end of October. So it looks like it's kind of already on its way to a successful beginning. There are 7 males in the program, 1 starting next week. 1 of the inmates was released, and then there's 1 male who qualifies for the shot, but unfortunately he declined, or maybe not unfortunately, maybe there was a reason, a valid reason for it. So let's see. Our office reached out and referred a few, so that's good. I'd like to know that. 1 has been evaluated by Clay Behavioral and will be starting next week. Another one is currently in the hospital, and as was just mentioned a little while ago, a classroom was built for this program, and I can attest to it personally. It does look like a very nice place. It's best that I could tell. It looks like a nice place to me for a jail. The maintenance department, obviously with help of some of the inmates, has completed the work and did the painting, and Miss Atkinson feels that they did an amazing job. Let's see, she is waiting for grant money to be released so that she can add another class, a reentry class. And it was, this particular class was originally going to be part of Unlock Recovery, but I'm guessing that there still needs to be some money to support that particular program. It seems logical that if you're going to go through this effort to mend these individuals, that there be, a plan in place for when they get released. So this seems like a necessary part of that program. So hopefully that money will become available sooner rather than later. Let's see, there were 2 people passed their GEDs, and then 2 people completed their Microsoft certifications. Currently, 2 females need to pass 1 more test to get their GED, and one of them dropped out. So that's unfortunate. You drop out of school, then you drop out of GED. I'm not sure what the deal is there, but hopefully they'll get their head screwed on right again and get back into the class. Operation Barnabas comes on Thursdays and facilitates a class entitled Houses of Healing. According to Ms. Atkinson, this program is very successful. The men continue to say that it's extremely helpful to them. It gives them an opportunity to talk about their past, their service in the military, and what happened in their life that caused their incarceration. And this program will continue to be given. I have a client that is benefiting from that program, and he just can't stop. Every time I talk to him, he just really loves the people that come there and just the program itself. So it's very helpful to him. Even though he's incarcerated, he feels that's a legitimate connection to the outside and people that he can relate to. So I'm grateful that Operation Barnabas is coming to the jail and helping these guys, these veterans. And then, let's see, finally, there's a new program for the females called Becoming Unleashed. We started a pilot program and hand-selected 7 females. 5 of them completed the class. Ms. Atkinson received positive feedback from all of the women, and they said the program helped them address their past, how to move on from their past, and how to heal. They said the class was very emotional and helped them discuss their problems and issues they buried deep inside of them. They worked together to help each other, and the class will continue. I can't imagine, maybe I can imagine, that female inmates have different issues that they have to work through while incarcerated than men do. As regards to just children and family dynamics that men may not have the same emotional level dealing with. Now I'm generalizing here. I'll probably get criticized for it, but I know it's probably different for women and incarcerated. So I'm glad that there's a program that allows them to express themselves and share feelings with one another while in jail. So that's Ms. Atkinson's report. I can try to channel her and answer questions about it if anybody has any concerns or questions. Seeing none, anybody in the audience there, perhaps? No? Okay. All right. Let's see, at this point, I'll go ahead and propose some meetings for 2026. So if you want to plug these in your calendars or your memories. The next one would be January 30th. And these proposed dates are on the agenda that was handed out earlier, so maybe you don't have to commit it to memory. And then after that would be April 24th, July 31st, and then October 30th. If anyone has any conflicts with those dates, just go ahead and let me know. Email me, and then we'll do like we did this week, and we'll find an alternate date and go from there. Okay.
Mr. Chairman, before you go to public comments, I just wanted to update you all that the Board of County Commissioners had to do an emergency boiler replacement for the jail. So that is going to be happening actually tomorrow is, I think, the installation right now. And so it was $126,484. So the sheriff's office graciously agreed to forego a parking lot resurfacing that was in their budgeted plan, so it doesn't involve changing budgets, which would be a real act, I guess, for both the sheriff's office and the Board of County Commissioners. But there will be some parking lot work that will be delayed at the sheriff's office. But at any rate, we needed to do that, not just for hot water for showers, but for sanitary purposes. Just really important from that aspect. So I think it's worthwhile to mention to this council. And then, of course, at the next Board of County Commissioners meeting, we'll talk about it as well. But
Thanks, Ms. Condon, appreciate that. I recall from our last meeting, I think there was just, it might have been an informal discussion about a letter that we were gonna draft. Judge, was there any update on that, or were we waiting from Sheriff Cook to give us some
I think
information?
we're waiting
before
for
we-
some information.
We initially gave you some, and then we need to, I think, go back and follow with some additional information. So
Okay,
And I said I would take the lead in drafting it, and then we'll just pass it around
okay.
for everybody to have input.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, as I stated earlier, I don't guess we're in full compliance with the statute. It's specifically statute 394, 657. There's a few positions that need to be filled, and according to the statute, it would be section 15. So just for everyone's information, 394, 657, subsection 2, subsection A, 15, 16, and 17. So 15 is that, I'll just go ahead and read it. A primary consumer of mental health services selected by the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Program Supervisor of the district. So just need someone to, and maybe the same person can fill the role of all of these, but we just need somebody designated. And it appears that that person needs to be designated by Clay Behavioral. We need someone to fill that position. And then 16 is a primary consumer of substance abuse services. And then 17 is, this might be a challenge, a family member of a primary consumer of community-based treatment services selected by the Abuse and Mental Health Program Supervisor of the district. Is anyone, can anyone speak to that? Is anyone here from Clay? Oh, all right, perfect. Okay.
Okay.
Absolutely. If you can just state your name and.
Sure. It's
and-
Irene Toto with Clay Behavioral Health Center.
Hi, Ms. Toto.
I was chatting with Mr. Gaines from DCF. We are happy to suggest people to fill those roles. It states, I think, that the DCF Regional Director will do that, but if he allocates us to do that, then we'll be happy to nominate people for that role.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Okay.
Okay. I'll get a thumbs up.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Idris Gaines, DCF.
Hi, Mr. Gaines.
Regional Director of Substance Abuse and Mental Health for the Northeast Region. I do have a question. It's my understanding that this body will also oversee planning for a criminal justice reinvestment grant program. Is that accurate?
That could be, yes. We haven't had a detailed discussion about how that's going to be accomplished yet, but
So my question then would be, my team currently oversees monitoring or auditing over criminal justice reinvestment grants. So I would be concerned about a potential conflict of interest. So I don't know if there's a general counsel who would be able to provide guidance on that, just to ensure that I'm not encountering any murky ethical water.
I'm not sure. Give that some thought. I don't know if Judge has any comments or questions.
Good question, sir.
Yeah, it is.
Well, whenever you have the opportunity, if someone could just let me know. If it can't be myself, then I do have a potential alternate I could recommend in my stead.
Okay, yeah. just let us know who that may be,
Sure.
and then we'll have to look into answering that question you just brought up.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Mr. Gaines. Okay, well, I'll open the floor for any comments or questions. Well, not seeing any, I'll go ahead and adjourn to
Well,
today's
not a
meeting.
question, but we
Okay.
should acknowledge that we do have a new member, Ms. Eve Janako,
Yes.
as the trial court administrator for the Fourth Circuit is joining us.
Thank you, Judge. Yes, I'm the court administrator for the Fourth Circuit, Clay, Duval, and Nassau counties. And I'm really active in all of our court programs and problem-solving courts, mental health courts, and so forth. So, and the reinvestment grant is something that is an important part of funding for different types of programs that are looking to expand or implement services. So
Good.
I'm glad to be on the council and happy to be here.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad to have you. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and adjourn this morning's meeting.